Okay, what's your name?
My name's Rebecca Hall.
Okay, Rebecca, can you tell us why you're here today at the Pups Parade?
We are here today because Darby was one of the Allegan County rescue dogs. And he came from a puppy mill in Allegan County.
Okay.
And I am here to help support their efforts to stop the puppy mills from happening.
Okay. If I wanted to go get a dog from a pet store, what would you tell me?
I would suggest no. Most of the pet stores get their dogs from puppy mills.
Okay, and what's wrong with puppy mills?
Most of the puppy mills dogs are not well taken care of.
Okay.
They are not, they haven't had the proper vet care.
Okay.
Their conditions are usually very dirty. Mainly all the puppy mills care about is the money, and they just try to pump out as many puppies as they can, as quickly as they can, to sell them to the pet stores.
Okay.
And it's not good for the dogs.
Right.
I would suggest getting one from a shelter.
Right.
And saving a life.
Right. Yep. What would you like to see from your lawmakers?
I would like to see from the lawmakers them to be more proactive in enacting the laws that we need to protect the puppies.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything else you would like to add, or anything else you want people to know about puppy mills?
Puppy mills just need to be eliminated. They need to be, they need to not have any more. Breeders that are responsible are okay, but when you get puppy mills and you start having too many dogs in one area, it's not good for the dogs, it's not good for the breed, and so I'd like to see them just be abolished.
Okay, and can you tell us about some of the health problems of this dog that you got from a puppy mill, or that was from a puppy mill originally?
Yeah, he actually ended up being relatively healthy, but when we first got him, he did have an upper respiratory infection.
Okay. And what do you believe that's from?
That is from, according to our vet, that is from being in a cage with feces and just filthy, and him having to breathe in all of that.
Oh.
He does have a knee problem.
Okay. And what do you believe that's from?
That is from living his life in a cage and not being allowed to run free, not being allowed to develop normally. It doesn't bother him right now. It could create some early onset arthritis later in life. He also only has probably half of the teeth that he should have.
And what is that from?
That is from poor nutrition. They were never.
That was at the puppy mill, poor nutrition.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
They weren't allowed to. The teeth never developed normally because he just wasn't given good nutrition as a puppy, or the mom probably wasn't given good nutrition either when she was pregnant.
Right. Because the puppies are often taken from their mother too early in puppy mills.
Yes.
Which is what a lot of people don't know.
Yeah. A lot of times the puppies that they sell in a puppy store, sometimes they're only 4 to 6 weeks old.
Right. And they need to be with their moms for 8 weeks.
At least 8 weeks.
Yeah.
A really good breeder will recommend 10 to 12 weeks.
Well, there you go. Wow. And what do you want people to know about the breeder dogs?
Breeder dogs, if the breeder is very responsible, they'll keep them with their mom for as long as they need to be. They will make sure that all their vet records are up to date for both the puppies and the parents of the breeders of the breed.
What about the breeder dogs used at puppy mills?
The breeder dogs used at puppy mills are usually horribly treated. They're usually underfed. They're usually
kept in cages.
A lot of them are crammed into cages
for their entire life.
Yeah, he was 3 years old, and I don't think he's ever seen an outside of a cage until we got him, or until he was rescued, I should say. They're in horrible conditions. He was filthy, he was matted, he had to be shaved. He has some allergy issues because of having lived, with feces his whole life.
Yes.
But yep, he's a good boy, and
yeah, he's very precious.
Yeah. But I would recommend people hit a shelter first. Try to adopt from a shelter.
Or a rescue. Yep. There's lots of options.
Yeah.
Okay, well thank you so much for doing this interview. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Okay.